Welcome back to episode 8, and we continue straight away. You bring death. You bring chaos. And now I show you what it means to have light. I give you a gem fly. I give you also I give up. Gem fly through the basement, smashing into the necromancer, making that sicky smile fall, the body flirting and falling. The gem can't physically affect it, but spells can. So a spell of distortion distorted the body, making the arms, hands cramp up, and the dislocated pain ran through the necromancer, halting all its actions and thoughts of destruction and creation. What did you do? My concentration. Your time over, necromancer. Time to end you. The cyan light blinding, giving off radiant burning. The 4 staff running as fast as they can past the necromancer, now broken on the floor. The light starting to burn the cloth of human. Suddenly, though, the book that still held lurched out, and smoke covering the necromancer. As a gift, the book starts to eat it like a mimic. A book and smoke, munching, protecting from a radiant light. Munching slowly, more smoke, large clouds forming in the building as this book expanded and eating, draining arcana and mana, life force. Then the gem buckled away, scared and alarmed. Running off safe distance, reducing the radiance, watching as the necromancer awakened, not as a mortal, which he wanted, but now no longer the being of or individual before a second. A second later, last life, the book vaporized as a werewolf called Oid. Oh, you're dead. Metallic structure, body, one of silver, resistant to silver, not immune. A metal body with iron, copper and bronze, with some markings, IG. A werewolf called Oid.
I give you. It is nice to meet a fellow deity. I am Oid, the Silvering. I've been stuck waiting for a host that can hold me. Thank you for that gift.
I did not choose. I punished this mortal for his desire to destroy, and so I protected.
Why aren't you? You're unholy, mighty dead.
I choose what my heart is, and I think how I like. I'm not bound by labels of misinterpreters and misinterpreters of false prophets.
I see. Well, I got some silvering to do. I felt the loss of elves in this land. Did I miss the apocalypse? The destruction of the world?
No such thing. Something to do with Oracle and Imperial. No, the world is still beautiful and lovely. What's your goal? you seek to destroy these people?
I hunger. Once eaten, I move on, find my old tribe and start again, bringing Dark Age. Once more, the Dark Lord. Heir. Your Honourable.
You will not harm these people. I do not allow it. A rite cast instantly, as the creature and all living in Oakley safe for now. The Shadowland in stillness. Only Aigiu and the water can move. Fire still, and so the Aigiu didn't give up protecting. So he waited till an adventurer that powerful to save these people. And hopefully they will arrive. Chapter 3. How long is it? 6 minutes, that's fine. We keep going. Chapter 3. So that's pre-3. Now it's chapter 3. The distant rumbling of a cart. I spelt it as chart, but it's actually cart. It doesn't matter what I wrote. But sometimes I read the word there, and I know it's the other word that I couldn't spell, and then when I come back and somehow read it as the word I've written, not the one I actually intended, but I do then remember why I wrote that down. Dyslexia is fun, right? The distant rumbling of a cart, the individuals quiet as the sky ahead, cold as the sun just rising. The 2 days passed and finally arrived at the northwest entrance of Oakley, stunned by the empty walls and open gate. Like the wind eerie, something is wrong. Do you notice the cold air? This settlement is giving Fleo. Voltgar asks as they both haven't talked much, only food and water. But then Fleo starts to waken a little.
Yeah, it's strange. As if magically very strong power. Do you think it could be a him? I would love to see his face once more before I knuckle dust him.
Fleo responds, clenching hand into a fist. Possibly, it could be something he did or someone reacting to him. There are other powerful individuals. Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing him fizzle into dust too. They both depart from the cart, letting the horse go, releasing the reins and the ropes chains so that the beast can roam, enjoying the green of the road's shrubs on the side. Close to the many oak trees, some acorns scattered premature to their natural cycle, if had one. Elves' auras can enhance nature, and that helps crops, trees and bushes to unnaturally grow and blossom and bloom more often. So slowly crawling with the backpack and some supplies, most left in the cart to deal with later. They both go forward, approaching the arch of the door gate into the town. Cribby flying high but landing close. The foggy. clouds blocking the visibility. Air support will not be available. Let's find some people. As he transforms back into a humanoid, they navigate through this dusty path of the roads, the stone, well maintained, the fog's thick, and the only small distance until loss of sight of oneself. Some buildings are visible through the fog, more streets than dedicated buildings. Walking around close to the wall, the guard tower, there, two people standing still as if statues, waiting to move. The guards with leather design clothes, also with elements of ancient concepts too. A helmet of bronze glowing in the light, flickering the helmet with little feathers to show some colour. Turning away as they can't respond to them, walked back from the tower and moved into the town itself. Three of them steady moving, fluo light green glowing ball, giving more light and clearing some air. Somehow this helps reduce the thickness of the fog, shadows and mist clouds. How long do you think it's been like this? Don't know. Be careful. We don't know who's watching. Keep a voice to a minimum. If you notice something, use gestures or a noise.
Okay, let's keep going. Looks like we're entering a junction, splits into two.
The wind picking up as they notice the signs that label to the center town and to the north road, so they headed towards the center path. The windows and flames seem to not move in the winds, yet water in the fountain area of the town bazaar market place still is. Seems not all elements of time have been affected by this rite. A new orb slowly seeing in the distance, a cyan, bright and getting close. However, the other movement starts to begin. The wooden slumped figures started creaking and walking and then running at them with wooden swords. These putted figures coming from the market stand that advertise pudding shows. We got company, puppeted figures of some sort.
Okay, I'll find a place to hide and cast some inspirations to support you.
Do you not have offensive attacks in your magical lists?
No, not traditionally. Bards are more charms and hunting, only old tale of using words to hurt others, where in the past lost to time, thinking it's called vicious mockery or something. Now it can't or won't exist. I have scrolls of powers to help if it comes to that.
Theo explains with calm, even after what happened days ago. The figures running with empty heart in the chest, one jumping at the Invictus, then held on dear life. The sword dropped, the metal pole just forming in Voltgar's hands, but hesitant to strike the other ones. The creatures slowed down, and awful wooden statues hugging the legs or attached to the body. Fear. Somehow these lifeless creatures emitted fear. I think these things are scared, so it sees nearest person to help. Voltgar explains, trying to move with encumbered. well encumbered.
I see you've made some strange friends. Good thing not all enemies to fight here. Maybe the right has made their master struck, and they somehow not affected by it.
Theo explains, walking back from the foggy side where the box is. I suppose so. Let's head over to the cart. All three walking over with 4 wooden statues. They notice the magical essence coming from the figure stuck in place. A magician of puppeteering carnival show and a couple children watching below, just able to see the display. They also stuck in place. Looks like you're right, Theo.
I'm always right, she mumbles. Yes. So how we continue with these little ones?
You could hold them, and as you're not offensive based.
True, but they make concentration harder. Hey Cribby, do you think you could help?
Cribby, already a bird flying away from that responsibility.
Well, I tried. Okay, little ones, come. We got to find the source of this right.
They all go towards the town centre, where it opens up massively in the court yard. In the centre, a large government Invictus building stands with fog. It's hard to see how high or how wide the building is. Light still and wind still blowing against the sign, a symbol of a leaf, hammer and coin. A border with thick lines, the eerie sound still echoing on as they reach another water fountain, this time larger with multiple directions and paths where water can go, like a fun fair or a roller coaster for water. A magnificent statue of possibility of a head governor, water spouting out the top of his hat. Green shrubberies, a bush cut with gardening techniques to make it sweet and pretty. The little wooden men run into the fountain and float above the water, enjoying the waterways.
They're enjoying the local entertainment. We should see what that cyan glow is.
Theo pointing at the large glow in the fog southward. Walking in the area open, yet getting close more towards the south as the market and houses Invictus clumping up, the fog hiding the layers of tall buildings. If a house has wooden balcony, you wouldn't be able to tell. The three and the wooden soldiers with the empty heart continue the road, which starts to split into alcoves, drains old yet new. Only nobles support keeping them clean and less smelly. Near a building was with lanterns. Outside, a large ominous cyan light making fog dissipate as the middle of a large gem floating size of 2 hands. The three with Invictus mind looking at the gem, tapping it with wooden soldiers, trying to look at it too. Then words travelled around like wind. is going to be for episode 8, and I hope you enjoy. And we are going through and enjoy the story, and I hope you do. And I'm hoping to listen all the way back through it when it's all done and enjoy what I've created. Well, thank you very much for listening, and goodbye.